Alright, welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager. We are here, our first Tour de France, and what's on stake? Well, we only need one improvement to our popularity. Iceland has popularity 6, the maximum popularity is 7. So if we get an upgrade here by winning a race in the Tour de France, so just a stage is enough to get the role, we can improve to popularity 7. So what we need to do in this race is just try and win as much as we can. How are we gonna do that? Well, of course, again with Arnason. He is our main guy for trying to win a race. There's at the beginning a lot of sprints. There's also one Paris-Roubaix, so we have some people there as well. Some hilly stages and then more sprints as well. Right now we are gonna do the time trial, and I'm gonna do it in 3D because we do have Augustson with 76 time trial stat and Ingolson with 74 time trial set, and also Arnason is not extremely bad at it. So let's try to get a good result here in our first ever race in the Tour de France. Alright, a 7th position for Elmar Ingolfsson, which is of course a very good result for us. We will get some points for that. But let's see at the young riders, and we will start in the white jersey tomorrow for our first sprint race. Alright, here we are. We have our first actual race in the Tour de France. So yesterday was the time trial. We did decently with Ingolson over there. But what we really want is a victory. Maybe with Arnason today, right at the end, we have a windy section, so maybe we can get some separation there. But first of all, we have to survive until that point. Let's try to get that popularity 7. For fuck's sake. Second race. And we already have a withdrawal. Bramson fell and got out of the race, so we have to do it without him. It's a bummer. One guy less to set us up. No worries. Should be able to do this either way. People are having trouble to follow. So let's hope we can get some separation here. And there we go. We do have some separation. And then Sigvarsson, you can start sprinting. 1k to go. Arnason, you get going now. Come on, come on, come on, let's do this. Yes, there we go. Our first win in the Tour de France with Arnason. And let's hope for that good roll. Let's hope we get that update in popularity. Nice. First race where we actually had a shot, we won. Unfortunately, we have the withdrawal of Bramson, but this is exactly what we wanted. Let's go to the results immediately. We went up in the GC, which is absolutely awesome. This is maybe more important. We have the green jersey, and we are also doing well in the young riders jersey. Okay, let's cross our fingers here. No update yet, but there's many more chances to go. Just really quickly here, let's check the points we would get. So last time for the Grand Tours, it's a bit less than the Tour de France, I think. So we get 210 points if we have good result in the green jersey, and also 210 points each time we win. So that's very good for our main rider here. Right. 4th race of the Tour de France, and we have another windy section coming up here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up our complete train here, make sure we can see where the wind is coming from as well, and then hopefully we can get some separation again, maybe get rid of some of the other sprinters. And in the meantime, just make sure that we do everything perfect here. And it does seem like we got rid of a lot of riders. Okay, you just wait a little bit on Hodgson, and then maybe actually we can rotate these guys around for Arnason, and in the meantime make sure that our team members are disrupting the chase. This is looking very good right now. 7 kilometers to go, 5, and we are getting away. Suddenly coming back. Come on, let's do this. Augson right at the end, and then just start sprinting with Arnason here, and hopefully they won't be able to follow at all. And then these guys can start sprinting as well. But it looks like it's gonna be at least a victory for us with Arnason here. There we go. And we get a 1-2. So hopefully we get another roll. This is a very good result for us. A 1-2, and Matthew Brennan got only in 5th. So we're definitely taking that green jersey back. There we go. That's exactly what I meant. Awesome. Okay, fingers crossed. Let's hope the roll got our way. Again, we didn't get the good roll, but we're not done yet. Definitely not done yet. With today, a race with a lot of cobbles at the end, but luckily we have Augustson, who can also win today, and Arnason as well. Both are quite decent in cobbles, so we're gonna try to protect them, of course. And then also I would like to protect Ingolson, because I do think that he can get in a yellow jersey. He's 3rd at the moment, and we have a hilly stage coming up. Although, to be fair, Arnason could probably win that one as well. And then over here, probably it's the time for us to, let that yellow jersey go. But I would like to wear the yellow jersey for at least one day. So let's try to get a victory today as well. For that, of course, we have to raise it. All right. We have another finish coming up here. One more cobble section to go. Ingolson, unfortunately, is gonna lose this, but maybe with Arnason we can get a good result here, and that's how we'll play it. So let's make sure that Oskarsson keeps us close to the front. There we go, that's the last section done. 4.5 kilometers to go. So it's time for us to make sure we stay at the front. We have some attacks here coming up, so let's make sure we follow these. And then we can start going full 99 for our sprinter. Augustson, let's go. Corner here, and then it's time for Arnason to start sprinting, and I think we are going to do it again. The victory is once more for Arnason, and all of our other riders do get a good result. Unfortunately, Ingolson will lose his standings a bit here, but that's all right. We did a great job with Arnason, and maybe, just maybe, we can get the yellow jersey here. There was some separation at the end. I don't know if it's gonna count, but just maybe we're gonna have enough for our first ever yellow jersey. Let's just for once go to the podium instead. Arnason with a great victory, and god damn it, Darling is still there, so we don't have the yellow jersey yet, but we do have the green jersey, a little bit stronger into that one, and also the white jersey. Pretty nice indeed. Good. We still don't have an update of popularity. I hope it's gonna come soon. But the only thing we can do is win more races, really. All right, the 6th race of the Tour de France. Gotta be honest here. If we want the yellow jersey, we have to do it today. Tomorrow, steep hill at the end, we are not gonna win that. I am gonna race it, not gonna film it just to get the points here. Same for probably most of the next races. Maybe this one we'll try to win, but we are not gonna be able to get the yellow jersey after this one. So we have to do it today if we want it. And that means we are now in 2nd place. We have to gain 7 seconds on Joshua Tarling. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen, but we're gonna try our best. So let's fucking go. Alright, it is once again train time. So what we're gonna do here is make sure that our sprinter Arnason gets over the hills and can go for the victory. It will be tough to achieve that because he only has 72 hill stat on the day. But I think if we can, we might be able to get that yellow jersey. First hill coming up. Just hope we're not getting overrun. That would be very nice. And there we go. Over the top of that one. Sigurðsson, his time is coming up for that super steep one. There we go. Full 99 to get over, and then Oskarsson to do the last bit here. Perfect. I'm gonna keep him at the front as long as we can. And then on the downhill, probably actually Augustsson is already going over that. So let's just do this. 5 kilometers to go. This and this as well. 46 downhill, so he can stay at the front. 3 kilometers to go. 2 kilometers to go. And that means it is now time for Augustsson to go full gas up that hill. Ingolson can start sprinting here. Maybe that's a bit too early. Maybe that's a bit too early. And Arnason here at the end. But he's gonna get overrun right at the end, I think. Maybe that wasn't the best. Oh no, we won! Yes, and that does mean, definitely means that we are gonna wear the yellow jersey. There is Starling only coming over the finish. I did not think we would win that. So let's take a look at the podium once again. Benedict Arnason won on the finish line, just his energy running out. And now we do have, well, that's a glitch. We do have the yellow jersey. There we go. The yellow jersey is his. Fuck you, Joshua Tarling. Best climber, we don't really care about. And then also for the points classifications, we are running away with that one as well. Awesome, that's exactly what we want. And let's hope for the roll. Damn it! Once again, we did not get the roll for that update. Ah, come on. It's a Tour de France. And we won already. I think that's the 4th one? No, the 3rd one. Yeah, that's 3 in a row. Come on, that's 3 in a row. How are we not getting the results here? Come on. Okay, 38 seconds. We're not gonna survive that. That means I'm gonna raise this one just to get to the sprint and get a result there. The 8th one we are probably gonna race. And then all these mountains I'm just gonna do on my own just to get the points. And then we'll jump back in it at the 13th race. Okay, see you in a bit. Alright, we got the points on our last our last race, which was a climbing race. So we got the points down here. And of course, like I expected, we couldn't really make it over the top with anyone. So what I am doing now is just focusing on stage win and those points. Today there's a hilly finish, which I think we do have a chance at, because it's not that long, not that steep, definitely not as yesterday. So we're gonna try to get a very decent result here. And that also means I'm gonna just skip the sprint here. I'm probably gonna put someone into the attack just to be sure that we have someone there in case it goes straight to the end. Alright, about 15k to go, close to the end here, so we are gonna set up our sprint train. Which in this case is more of a climbing train, of course, because the finish is uphill. Short downhill coming up, so gonna go full gas with Oscarsson. And then our final uphill. Come on, you can do it. Christiansson, full gas. Ingolfsson, give everything. And I am afraid Arnason will not be able to hold, but are we gonna slow down for him? I think it's better if we let Ingolfsson win, and I think it's a good idea because Bizio is coming up, and with Ingolfsson we have a second distinct winner, and again we can roll for popularity of 7. So both Arnason and Ingolfsson winning now, and still getting good points for Arnason as well, 22. So let's see if we got that roll. Come on. And we still didn't get the upgrade. I really hope it will come. Maybe they lowered the chance of that happening, but we won quite a bit of races right now, so a bit confused for me, but you know, we'll see what happens next. Maybe that green jersey will help us get there, but we'll see. Arnason is having headaches. Unfortunately, dude, you have to stay in this. Otherwise, we're fucked. So I'm gonna keep you in there and hopefully it will solve itself. There's a disadvantage. Maybe I should start thinking about getting a doctor because we don't have one actually. And they are relatively expensive. So let's sort on reputation. Legendary. Let's buy the cheapest legendary one for now, and then we can use him in the future. We have enough money anyway, so why not? There we go. Unfortunately, right now it's too late to get him to the Tour de France, but for the next time we should be able to use him. Alright, we are about to start the 13th stage. In the last stages, Arnason just got some points, and we have a very surprising result for Ingolfsson, because he's actually doing fairly well. In the mountain stages, he's doing better and better, so good for us. Maybe he can hold on to a top 10, that would be very nice. But for the next stage, we have today sprint stage, then a hilly stage. I don't think we're gonna be able to do anything here, so maybe I'll simulate that one. And then another sprint stage, and hopefully that will give us enough points to win. Right now we have about 330-ish, and Matthew Brennan has 178. But at sprint stages, that can change very quickly. So we have to perform very well here. So this stage was not the greatest. I did it live, but not gonna show it probably. We did end up 8 here, and unfortunately we did not do great for the points. 339, and Brennan has 203, so he's getting closer, which is a bit unfortunate. Still 10 points for the day. Brennan got 25, so in the end he didn't gain that much on us. The other ones are, I think, already out, luckily. All right, we have again a sprint race coming up. We won't go for the points here, but we can win the sprint, so that would be nice. We're not gonna win it. Maybe we went a bit too early, but that doesn't matter. What does matter is that Brennan is right behind us, so we did get more points here than he did, which is very good for our goal here, which is the green jersey. Of course, I would have liked to win more. Maybe I should have waited just a little bit longer to get out of the wheel. But in the end, 4th place, not bad. Brennan did gain 5 points on us, but he's still the full 90 behind. And I think that's about the maximum you can get. 20 here, 20 here, and 50 here. So that's exactly 90 points. So I don't think he's gonna overtake us, which also means we can just simulate that time trial. Okay, last race of the Tour de France. The Champs-Élysées is coming up. What we really want to see here is us in the green jersey. And secondly, it's the last time this year we can get our popularity up to a 7, so we do want to win this one. I don't know if a green jersey is gonna help with that. Maybe it does, I don't know. But a win should get us a roll here as well. We are still 90 points ahead, so we have clinched the green jersey, as long as we don't fall, of course. And that means we should only go for the win today. 4.3k to go. Ingelsson go to the back with Samson and very soon Augustsson doing that for us. 3k it is. Start sprinting here with Augustsson on the straight. Hodgson can already go sprint right now, with then Sigurðarson and lastly Arnason for the sprint here. He's not gonna win, but let's see who is. Van Balen, Barry, Brennan coming up. Will be a top 5 for us. There we go, a 5th position in the last race. Unfortunately, that means we won't get the update to popularity unless the green jersey would do that for us, but I doubt it. I think the green jersey here gets you up to popularity of 6. Ah, fuck, I didn't look at the podium. Stupid. Oh well, we do know that. First of all, we have a 13th position for Ingelsson. I am quite happy with that, with just simulating. We do get the green jersey quite easily with 410 points, and then also a 3rd place in the young riders. The team standings only 15th place, but we didn't care about that. That means, unfortunately, we don't get the update of popularity this year, but it's fine. What we are gonna do is get to the 1st of August, because then we can start signing people, which is very exciting for us. As you can see, we have the opening of the transfer market, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. But first, let's take a look at the rankings, because I think, and yes, it is the case, Arnason with 6,769 points is in the top 3 right now. So that's absolutely amazing. The only thing that's still there is the World Championships and La Vuelta Ciclista España. We are not gonna surpass Isaac del Toro, to be completely honest, even if his Vuelta España is not great. Arnason is not coming close to that. So that does mean that I am going to think about what I want to do next, and basically comes down to doing the World Championships, and then we'll wrap up the episode. But first of all, maybe even more importantly, we have the transfers going on. We only needed the dossiers for Ingolson, which means, of course, we are gonna renew his contract. 8,000 a month, I want 3 years, and you can be leader for us. How about that? Okay, just a little bit more money. There we go, 8,500. That's absolutely okay for us with those results. You deserve that money. And then we're gonna see in our squad who needs a contract. I don't think I'm gonna resign most of them except Samson. We want 3 years. Okay, you can have 3,000. There we go, confirm. And then the maximum rating of those who are still not there is 3.5 stars, so we're not gonna resign those. But we do have in our U23 team 2 riders that have a potential that is higher, so we are, of course, gonna contact those riders. Yeah, maybe for 2 years. Perfect. For Ingarsson, and then Gunnlausdottir also has decent potential. Really gonna offer him 3 years on our team. Confirm. And that's exactly why you want these U teams, so those talents don't get lost. Let's just go for the riders that we can find in here. Gilvasdottir, let's sign you for 1 year. There we go, because I'm not sure you'll be that good. Let's see, there's more 2.5 stars, so Gerson and Guanadottir. Also, let's just do 1 year. That's okay, just a little bit more money. And then the last one currently is Pavel, 1 year. Also want a little bit more money, that's okay. If it's only for 1 year, there we go. And then let's take a look at this page. So that means for the next year we'll have 16 riders. I would like to go to 21 riders. So how are we going to do that? We're gonna just add Guanason. He didn't ride with us, but we can give him a 1 year contract for 3,000 maybe. Perfect. There we go. And then we just have to make sure that maybe 2 of these guys, we still have to scout some of them, can join us as well. Okay, let's just wait for them to be scouted. And what we can do now is just simulate last live race of the season. It will be the World Championships in the Netherlands, so it's flat. That's the least we can say. And we, of course, have a sprinter. We are going for Arnason here. Maybe, hopefully, he can win the World Championships, and then we can also tick that box. 5k, so let's make sure we pop our gels for our other riders here. Oskarsson, it's your turn now. Let's go full gas. There we go. Go, 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 go. 3 kilometers to go. And let's start sprinting. Augustsson, Frioriksson maybe already. Ay, 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 ay. Sigurðsson. And then lastly Arnason, but I think it's too late. We will have a podium, a 3rd place for Arnason, but not a win. I don't think we could have done a lot better against these riders. Brennan again, for fuck's sake. Always this guy, super quick guy. If we had just few better, maybe just a better racing condition, that could have done it. But with what we had, I think we did the best we could. Again, a third place and a fifth place. So another podium on a world championship for us. I'm gonna keep doing this until we get that world championship jersey, of course. I should be happy with this. I should be happy with this. Alright, we are at the end of our season here, which means it's time for us to select the riders for our U team here. There we go. And that's a complete team for the next year, which means on the takeover date, we do now have reached, we saw the pop-up here, the World Tour with our team. We got some extra money for Simin, but we also have a new sponsor. Oh, and Benedict Arnason was in the top 3 for the trophy. So actually, we should have voted for that. So we are going up to the World Tour because we are third in the rankings. We have a boatload of money for the new season, which is awesome, which means we can basically get all the upgrades. But first of all, what we have to do is look at our new team. You can see our team is a bit bigger than what we used to. And that is completely because of the fact that I felt like last year we didn't have enough riders. So let's go through the new riders and see if we're gonna give them a trainer. Haldurdottir, 3-star maximum, a 4-star maximum, we're gonna give them a trainer. Groundbreaking, 3.5-star, probably doesn't matter too much. There we go, groundbreaking for Ingvarsson. Baruder should be fine. This guy is good. That's time trial. Although to be fair for us, Baruder is better. Ooh. Oh. Gonardottir. Damn, this guy. Northern Classics and Baruder. Hell yes. We are giving him the best trainer, I think. Because these guys are not upgrading, so they can have the other trainer. Gerson. Ooh. Nice potential as well, but mostly as a Baruder, a time trialist. I'll leave him at stage races at the moment. But we need to give him a trainer. I will also give him Dimitri class. Christiansson is being a little bitch, so you go to Martin Söderholm. And I think that should be it for now. These guys won't upgrade too much, so let's leave them without a trainer. And then, yeah, something like this should be fine, I guess. Alright, we are at the end of the year here. Let's see what we did. Maybe start first with the rankings, of course. As we can see, we got in at second place, so that means we will get the upgrade to our training structures. We are now World Tour with Orkuvaitu Simin, our new sponsors. There we go. Orkuvaitu is an Icelandic energy company, and Simin is our last sponsor. I do like the jersey here. It's a bit sad that I cannot enlarge it, but maybe in one of the next races we will. But then what we are going to do is look at the evolution of our team members. Augustsson, clearly the strongest of our riders, now has 80 cobblestone stats, so that's also very good for the next year. Hopefully we can win another Paris-Roubaix, another maybe the Tour of Flanders, because his hill stat is not that bad. So if he evolves just a little bit more, I think we have a very good shot at these races. Arnason right at the end did also improve a bit, but not really in the places where I expect him to improve. I would really like to see him improve in sprinting a little bit more. He should be training for that, so that's good. Then Ingolfsson, he right at the end also did improve a little, mainly his puncher and his time trials. So that's definitely good for us as well. He should be evolving decently in the future. We're training him on stage races, so his mountain stat should go up as well still. And then we didn't have a big improvement in these guys anymore. Christiansson just a little bit again in puncher, maybe, but he has reached his potential. And then let's take a look at the people who have some potential left. Hawkinson, he right at the end did get quite a big jump actually. Unfortunately, not in the thing we're training him to. Then Frioriksson should improve as well. And then we have mainly the new guys. Let's take a look at them. Svanbjörnsdottir didn't improve much, but Gerson did. He is already quite decent. And of course, with his statistics here, he can be really good for us, mainly as a lead out, if I'm honest, with the flat stat. But luckily, his Northern Classic stat can get upgraded as well, so he will be a good domestique for that one as well. Then we have Ingvarsson, not one of the new guys, but he did improve quite a bit at the end there. Gunnarsson is a new one, but we don't really care about him. This is the big guy, I think, for us. Together with Augustsson, he could be a real threat in the Classic, so let's make sure we train him well. And then we have some other guys. This guy can, Gunnlausdottir can improve quite a bit. Same for Omar here, time trial. So mostly as domestics, to be honest, in comparison to our main riders. So that means we are at the end of this season. We are gonna upgrade our training structure, so we'll be a 7-6 country at the start of the next season. We should have been 7-7 in my opinion, but it is what it is. For the next seasons, I will of course still play this because I love this save, absolutely. But because I don't have too much time to record and edit all the stuff, I will kind of slow down the amount of live races I do in these saves, which means that for us, we are going to do the monuments that I didn't win yet. Then, of course, still the Tour de France, because we need that upgrade in popularity, and that's the only way we can get it. And I want us to see win a world championships. I really want to see an Icelandic guy in a world championship jersey. So that's the goals that are left for us. If we in the near future get a rider that's also extremely good at stage races, I might come back to the Vuelta and the Giro, because then it would be nice to also win a Grand Tour. But it depends if we get a rider like that. I don't think it's possible with the ones we have now. I hope that's okay with you guys, and I might condense it all into one video, so the pace of the videos might go a little bit slower, but in any case, we are gonna keep this going until we are a 10-7 country. So for rank 7, it was a top 10, easily achieved that. A top 5, we might also easily achieve next year for training structure 8. A top 3 for training structures 9 is definitely also in our reach. But I gotta be honest, a first spot is gonna be extremely hard to achieve with the riders we have, unless Arnason becomes better and better, so we can basically win all sprinting stages. Otherwise, that's not gonna be possible. But anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. This is still a passion project for me, so leave a like, subscribe, tell your friends, all that stuff, and then I will definitely see you next time in the next season with our Icelandic team.